with 20,000, even when Bruce Lee talked about learn up the wooden uniform in Great Management, he only preferred to pay Great Management 15,000. Hey, think about it, for such a kid, for such a youngster like me.
Much money for a kid.
How can I afford to pay 20,000 Hong Kong?
Yes,
I said, red packet to my seafood. I said, okay. I said, okay. And then the next day, I told my seafood, I said, seafood, I'm sorry. I think I still qualified to get me because I dare not to say I don't have this money, right?
I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm not ready to that. I'm not so good in it. That was also the problem. Okay? But when I start teaching, my seafood did not want me to teach Kung Fu only. And then one of my Siheng, the second Siheng, Gok Peng, okay? At that time one day he told me, hey look, this is a good luck. I said, what kind of good luck? Hey, Great Grandmaster is in the hospital. I said, what? You said Great Grandmaster was in the hospital and you tell me this is good luck? I hate that very much. And then he said, hey, listen to me in details, okay? He got occupation with his stomach. Okay, so he's in hospital. He's in hospitalization now. I have already paid him a visit, and I have talked about you, Little Ting, and he said he had heard of the name because at that time I have already started. I already started teaching over in the class in the Baptist College, in the university. Actually, I was the first one who started teaching in the universities. And then because at that time,
this is the first tournament.
Yes. And then you get all this information here.
Your mom was watching.
Yeah,
first
I
tournament.
was there. It was me.
Yes.
Okay, that was good information, and that was Tsun again. Okay, so because I was the first guy who ever opened a class in the universities in Hong Kong history, I mean in the history of Hong Kong, or better say in the history of China. At that time, nobody had ever had opened any class, not even talk about university. Nobody even had opened any class in the middle school. Don't even talk about
any class of any which.
Nobody cares. That's why, because everybody believed at that time, okay? Everybody believed Kung Fu, not just Wing Chun, Kung Fu, Chinese Kung Fu only belongs to the lower level, the lower society. That was the problem. But since I was the first one to open a class in the university, so that was why at least there was some newspaper they had mentioned about my name.
Yeah.
That was why I get my reputation much earlier. So of course, Great Grandmaster men have heard about my name before, and then even when he was still lying in the bed, okay, of the hospital, he said, okay. When I recover, I go out and teach Little Ting. The funny thing is, okay, at that time, when he went into the hospital, he already decided to close his school. So that's why, according to Chinese tradition, we talk about close the door.
Close the door.
If I close the door, that means I don't want to accept any student anymore, right?
No more student.
Yeah, that was why. Then later on, I became this closed door student. And of course, because now you can see my school. Where are the photos? Okay. Oh, they don't show up my photos here. Okay, my first school. Here. I was just at the rooftop of the building, of an old building. You see, at that time we did not even have any roof or anything. And then later, although we have roof, but it's still so shabby. So of course I dare not to take her to this so-called school to learn with him. Then instead I took him to my Siheng Kok Kang here also. Yes. This is Kok Kang. It's me, okay. It's Great Grandmaster Man, Kok Kang. Me, Great Grandmaster Man. Instead, I believe, okay, his house is much better.
Yes.
That's why I learned in Kok Kang's house, alone with him. Okay.
Yes.
So, and That was the reason why I learned with quick grandmaster man at that time. And also the funny thing is, okay, even in the first lesson, he taught me just the opposite way, okay, not from the beginning, but the way I talk down.
From top to down.
Yeah, so that was funny. And of course, and then the more we were together, the more he knew about me. And then the next year, it was in 1969, the next year, I was the first one, it was in November, okay, so I was the first one who had ever organized the teacher tournament in the university, and then he became my VIP. When you can see him, you can see me. And that was the first time and the only time he present in one of his followers or one of his disciples.
Only this first and last
only
for him.
That's the only open function he had ever present.
I want to ask you something about the closed door student.
Yes.
Has Sifu Yipman closed the door, and after he opened again the door for you, or only you?
I tell you what, according to Chinese tradition, it was like that. Okay, when we talk about a great grandmaster or master, a famous master, once he closes his door, then he don't want to accept any student anymore. But maybe he has some beloved student.
Yes.
You know, that's why he only pirates touch one or two students or very few students. So that these students, they normally call them closed door students.
I understand.
Still, he did not really want to open his school doors again. And actually, he had already quit his school at that time. He didn't even have a school. That's why when I actually learned in my CA's house, pirates. So I became his pirate student.
I understand.
Yeah.
But you must be very beloved to him as a student.
I respect him very much.
To do this for you.
Yeah, he's a very respectful, very respectable grandmaster to do.
He's the most known master in
Right.
in the world, I think.
Right.
About Kung Fu.
Actually, without the
Sifu Yipman.
yes, without the grandmaster man, okay, there would never be any Wing Chun anymore. I dare say.
And some people say that Bruce Lee made Kung Fu famous. I think.
Hey, but where did Bruce Lee learn from?
Yes, Bruce Lee learned from them.
If there were no grandmaster, there would not be Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Second, if there were no grandmaster man, there would not be Leung Ting.
Yes, you have right.
That's why the Chinese way is, okay, you must think about where your Kung Fu come from, where your talent come from, okay? You cannot say you are the number one guy.
Who was your master?
Yeah. From where? From whom you learn the talent?
Not from seminars or from a
No,
master?
even from a seminar, but from which guy's seminar?
Yes, you have right.
Right? Still, you cannot say, I create this, I'm the founder. Wait. But at least even if you create this like Grandmaster Mui, our founder Mui, still, she had watched some people fighting. Or even before, she was already an expert in Kung Fu. So, where is her sifu? This is very important.
Right.
That is also the same thing, okay? Now, some people always come, I'm the best.